black family. And he said, Bill, you have it wrong. President Johnson knew what he was doing.
Absolutely.
And he planned to destroy the black family.
Yes, he did.
And I was in shock because up until that time, President Johnson was one of my heroes.
Mm.
And since December of last year, I've done extensive studies on what happened, why it happened, how it happened, and the roots of it. The president, by design, took the shackles off of blacks' arms and legs and put them on their mind. To institute a welfare system that put the father out of the home,
Mm-hmm.
destroyed the black family.
Mm-hmm.
And today we have the results with our prisons being full of young black men because they were not fathered. So the war on poverty and the Great Society is the primary reason that we have so many challenges in the black community. So the blacks must look in a new direction. We must ask ourselves how to get here and what we must do to turn the tide. And if Mrs. Clinton is elected, she will go down the same road that President Obama has gone down, that will further destroy our society as we know it. It's anti-Christian, anti-family, to say that you want men to go in little girls' restroom.
That's right.
And how can we be silent? How can we not speak up for our beliefs in God, the Bible, the family? So today we're calling out the philosophy and the direction of the Democratic Party. And we have some speakers today who will address certain issues, certain areas, certain issues. Dr. Hollis will present this.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Janice Hollis, and I'm the president of Power for Now in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today we have a number of speakers who will address certain key areas concerning issues in the black community and in America as a whole. The first presenter will be Reverend Oliver, and he's associated with the Black Leadership for Conservative Moral Values and Development. He's going to talk about the lack of infrastructure with our children.
Good morning. As we stand here with Dr. Owens and the rest of the distinguished guests here, and speakers here, and those out there, we are at a critical junction in American history. The magnitude of issues that brought America to a point of survival. This election of 2016 has brought America to abruptly face a critical impasse and crossroad. America is facing the LGBTQ insidious agenda, racial tension between African Americans and white Americans ignited by the agenda of secular humanism stimulated by Black Lives Matter. Also, the liberal agenda embraced by the Democratic Party has ushered in same-sex marriage and other atheistic components that have launched an all-out attack on our religious and moral values. As Star Parker has said, black Americans are liberal on Tuesday, but conservative on Sunday. The liberal agenda has co-opted, twisted the true meaning of civil rights and has made it synonymous to gay rights, which is special rights, and the welfare system has destroyed the black family. The black community is urged to look at another political spectrum and to relook at our traditional ethics and moral values, which translates into traditional marriage between one man and one woman. This is a call of history for African American community to stand on the right platform, to vote not personality, but vote platform. If not, vote principles and values. And please, vote your conscience. Indeed, African Americans and white Americans, all Americans must stand up together and preserve the full and fulfill the destiny of America as a leading power world, and remake America a God-centered nation, and to chart a new course for America, and to rise up and launch an alternative voice crusade to push back these critical, insidious issues that we are addressing, that we are facing, and that what is threatening to destroy our great nation. May God continue to bless America. Thank you.
Thank you. As stated, my name is Reverend Dean Nelson. I serve as the chairman for the Douglas Leadership Institute and the Frederick Douglass Foundation. Today, America finds itself at a critical crossroads, particularly in the issue of abortion within America and the African American community. Today, every year, there are an estimated 1.2 million abortions that are performed in America. And 33% of those abortions are performed on African American women. It is important to note that the abortion crisis within the African American community is not one that has always existed. 2 generations ago, an African American woman was the least likely of any demographic group to receive an abortion. But the plans of abortionists like Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood have found its way into the African American community and has decimated us over the last 2 generations. It's important to note that Margaret Sanger stated that we do not want word to get out that we want to exterminate the Negro population, and that the minister is the one who can straighten out their more rebellious members should it arise or come to their concern. Today, I am here to highlight the fact that African Americans who tend to be opposed to abortion. Recent polls have shown that over 50% of the black community are opposed to abortion or consider themselves to be pro-life. It's time that we actually vote according to our values. Enough is enough. Too many black children have been needlessly lost to the malady of abortion, and we as a community must stand in stark contrast to the platforms of the Democrat Party that has now taken it to another level to express not just support for abortion rights, but to go so far as to say that they want to eliminate the Hyde Amendment and the Helms Amendment. Those 2 amendments have been long-standing public policy platforms that say that federal dollars should not be used for abortion in this country and outside of this country. I believe that we have embarked on a dangerous position to affirm the policies of the Democrat platform that push Planned Parenthood and abortion within our community. It is important to note that according to Protecting Black Life, 79% of Planned Parenthood abortion clinics are found in minority neighborhoods. That must stop. And we have to send a message to the Democrat Party and to Hillary Clinton, its presidential candidate, that we will not continue to support positions that undermine the betterment of our community. I'll close by stating Martin Luther King Jr. once said that the church must be reminded that it is not the master nor the servant of the state, but it is the conscience of the state. And if the church does not recapture its prophetic zeal, it becomes an irrelevant social club without moral or spiritual authority. The church leaders of our community must regain that moral and spiritual authority. We must stand against the horrors of abortion within our community to see our community thrive and to be places of blessing rather than curse. I challenge all faith leaders within our community to embrace the biblical standard and stand for life in this election. Thank you.
But this concludes our press conference for today, and thank you. But we will be back. This is not a one-time thing, and I know you're going to write this story.
Yeah.
So I want it to be clear that this is not a one application process, because we have very bright leaders at the table here, and we understand what the plight is in America for our youth, for our seniors, and for those who are not yet here, but they're on board. So we're very much aware what the gravity is that needs to be addressed. And we're going to put some things in motion so that there is a constant presence.
And what, are you from Texas?
Houston, Texas, Washington.
Okay, and you're from Washington?
Right.
Okay, and where are you from, sir?
Washington, D.C.
Okay, you're from D.C. And you're from Texas?
Dallas.
Came a long way.
Yes.
Just a nonstop flight.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.